Dear plus 2 accountancy students, good morning. Today in this session, Unit 7 company accounts are discussed. Book back theory questions are discussed. Now we shall share the short answer questions in your book back. Short answer questions in your book back are discussed now. State the difference between preference shares and equity shares. Basis equity shares, preference shares. Preferences: no preferential rights. Enjoys preferences in the payment of dividend and repayment of capital during wind-up. Rate of dividend. Rate of dividend is not fixed. Depends upon the profits earned. Rate of dividend is fixed. Voting rights. Enjoys voting rights. No voting rights. Redemption. No. Yes. Write a brief note on calls in advance. The excess amount paid over the called up value of a share is known as calls in advance. It is the excess money paid on application or allotment or calls. Such excess amounts can be returned or adjusted towards a future payment. If the company decides to adjust such amount towards future payment, it is transferred to a separate account called calls in advance account. The Articles of Association provides, if the Articles of Association provides, interest may be paid on calls in advance not exceeding 12% per annum. What is reissue of forfeited shares? Shares forfeited can be reissued by the company. The shares can be reissued at any price, but the reissue price cannot be less than the amount unpaid or forfeited shares. If a share of rupees 10 on which rupees 4 has already been paid as application money is forfeited and the reissued as fully paid, then the minimum of rupees 6 must be fixed as the new price. Write a short note on authorized capital and reserve capital. Authorized capital. It is a maximum amount which can be raised as capital. It means such capital as it authorized by the Memorandum of Association. It is also known as registered capital or nominal capital. Reserve capital. The company can reserve a part of its subscribed capital to the called up only at the time of winding up. It is called reserve capital. Last question. What is meant by issue of shares for consideration other than cash? A company may issue shares for consideration other than cash when the company acquires fixed assets such as land, buildings, and machinery, etc. A company may also issue shares as consideration for the purchase of business to promoters for their services and to brokers and underwriters for their commission. Okay students, thank you.